You're watching the Fox 8 10 o'clock news with Neill McNeill, Katie Nordine, and Max Weather Chief Meteorologist Van Denton.
It would be hard to find two people who are more forward-thinking than tonight's newsmakers.
For example, not long after they were married in the early 1980s, they decided they wanted to become, to use their words, Mr. and Mrs. Hotel Restaurant Greensboro. Now, to that, you could say mission accomplished. But this week, Dennis and Nancy Quaintance are being recognized with a distinguished award for service to the community. More on that in a few minutes. First, though, what they've done, continue to do, and plan to do.
We both love being in hotels and restaurants.
We want people's lives to be more full and rich because they dine or stay with us.
Whether it's asking questions in the kitchen.
So do you feel good about what we sent out?
Oh, yeah.
Where workers are turning out food for not only the Proximity Hotel's Printworks Bistro, but a big luncheon in the hotel.
Hey, how are you? Good to see you.
To greeting customers. Dennis and Nancy Quaintance are often together and collaborating. Nancy's the company's vice president, Dennis the CEO. Not only did the duo build the Proximity, which opened 10 years ago as one of the country's most energy-efficient hotels, but also the O'Henry Hotel and its restaurant, the Green Valley Grill, as well as two Lucky 32 restaurants in Greensboro and Cary.
I would say that mostly it's a team.
Yeah.
It's cooperative. But if it comes down to one person decides about something, we would probably err with our CEO, the president of our company.
The way we often talk about that is that out of every 10,000 decisions, I should make one.
A few months back, both made a big decision, which they announced at this gathering of employees. They were selling the company to a trust that provides retirement benefits to the company's 600-plus workers. If you're older than 18 and have worked for the company more than a year, you're in. You're vested after 3 years.
It's a really sustainable thing to do for the company, and they'll know that the company will be here, and then they get to share in the success of what we do.
It also helps the Quaintances avoid challenges down the road.
So that we wouldn't have to be running around in 20 or 30 years figuring out, oh no, you know, Dennis and Nancy just kicked the bucket, maybe 40 or 50 years.
Maybe 50.
So what are we going to do with the ownership of the company? We wanted to deal with this proactively.
But it doesn't mean the Quaintances have given up their day-to-day involvement in the business. They're still walking the properties every day and dealing with the challenges that come along, including, most recently, HB2.
Within a week of HB2 passing, we had over $100,000 in reservations canceled.
And the relatively new concepts of internet rating sites and social media, which, if you're in the hospitality business, can make or break you.
The thing about social media is people can put anything out there in the universe, whether it's accurate or not accurate. But from our perspective, what they put out there, and there's a vein of truth sometimes in a lot of what people say and what you hear. So that's our opportunity to think about how we can be better.
And as people continue to dine and stay at their establishments, the Quaintances are also thinking about how the company can be bigger.
Our company is as big as it can be. But my bet is over the next 20 years that we add 1 or 2 or 3, no more than 5 new businesses, but they'll all be probably in Greensboro or within the Triad. We antique these mirrors ourselves. We think most of our challenges relate to how well we take care of our guests and colleagues. We're here to be of genuine service to our brothers and sisters who are in priority sequence, our guests, our colleagues, our shareholders, who are now our colleagues, and then the earth and her people. So everything that we do is within that context.
And that life mission is why the Quaintances are being recognized this week as the 2017 Advocates of Compassion and Service to the Community by the Salvation Army of Greensboro. The Salvation Army says they truly live up to its motto of doing the most good.